The last way that we will use an adjective in a Greek sentence or a Greek phrase is what we call substantival. That is when the adjective is actually being used as or in the place of a noun. In the place of a substantive. That is, it is being used like a noun. For all intents and purposes, that adjective becomes a noun. And we might sometimes have to supply a word in English for that to make sense. And here are some examples of how that's done. The first example of the substantival structure, ha-agathos. Definite article, adjective. No noun anywhere around, so now you know that that adjective has to serve as the substantive. But how do we translate it? We normally translate the word agathos as good. And here's the clue. Since we have a definite article here, which is masculine nominative singular, then normally we would translate agathos in this case as the good man. Obviously, if it was he agathe, it would be translated the good woman. So we look for the gender of the definite article there, if there is one, or at least the gender of the adjective, and supply a helpful word so that we can fill in the sentence in English. And you don't necessarily have to be that explicit. You could sometimes say the good one, the good person. And it depends on how specific you have to be in translation. Another example under that is tois agathois, same structure. Tois, definite article. Agathois, adjective. And so what we got now is we just got dative plurals. And so we translate that phrase to the good men. And again, taking men from the ending there, which is masculine dative plural. Okay, and our final example there, another example of a DA structure, tous necrous. Masculine accusative plural, tous necrous. And so we translate that, the dead people.
Or the dead ones?
Dead ones?
As long as it's plural.
Yeah.
But not the dead men, even though it's masculine.
You could say, I mean, again, the context is going to tell you what it's being referred to there. And I think if this was taken from Scripture, it was probably taken from reference to people, the dead ones from which the resurrection took place. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, then you don't want to be as specific as to say the dead men, assuming that only men are going to be resurrected. Okay, so if the adjective is masculine, it's referring to men, or man, singular, people, or ones. If the adjective is feminine, it's referring to women. And if the adjective is neuter, you are referring to a class or things. Okay, that's all there is to adjectives. Any questions?